I bought $80 of Dogecoin. I put it in a wallet.
And this got you what? Like 30-ish, 40,000.
I didn't even know. I didn't even remember I had it until the crazy Elon pump. Right.
Well, that's when I told you, and you were like, "Oh, I think I have some." Right, and then you checked.
I have some Dogecoin. Yeah. It was $70,000.
You see, this is my point about crypto, where if you are even in the slightest sense of the word discipline and a little bit,
you just got to be in the game.
Yes. So you go, okay, this isn't a serious thing. This is sort of gambling, but it's just like trading. Trading is almost gambling, but you have less downside.
It's kind of like angel investing in the sense that you're investing in very, very risky tech startups. It's the majority will not.
Yes, it's a seed round.
It's a seed round. We're live. Welcome.
All right. Start it off.
Quick little surge of pure power and energy. All right, this is an emergency episode number 2. We weren't planning on doing this, but this is breaking news, newsworthy. Bitcoin, the crypto market, Bitcoin is absolutely soaring. It broke all-time highs since the election, and it's just taken off with no signs of slowing down.
Yep.
Where are we at right now? Where's Bitcoin at? We'll go into why this is important for us, even though this is going to be focused on our Airbnb number 4 acquisition journey, right? And we'll share with you why it ties in.
Yep. So, as of November 11, 2024, at 4:39 p.m. PST, Bitcoin, which is BTC, is trading at approximately $87,779, reflecting an increase of $7,102, 8.8% from the previous close. The in-trade high is $89,623, and the intra...
So it almost got to 90K.
Mm-hmm, and the intraday low is 80,429. But this has been From a month ago, it's up $24,949.
Which is, so for a little more context, we've been in the crypto space and, we got in the crypto market 2017, 2018, that bull run. So there's been that bull run. It went from like 1,200 or like 1,000 to like 17,000, 18,000, I think. And then the next bull run, it went from that range to 70,000, and it stayed at that. This was 4 years ago. It hasn't been able to break past 70,000 for the last 4 years since that peak, since the pandemic. Elon.
2021 it was 62,000. I think was the all-time high.
No, it hit like 69 or 70.
And that's it.
It hit 70. Trust me.
Oh, this is up to 5 years.
This is up to 5. Yeah, it should be on there, but it got. Let's just say 70 was the peak, and then every 4 years the supply of Bitcoin is cut in half, which is called the halvening, and the halvening is every 4 years. And every 4 years, about 1 year after, this has been from my observations, the halvening happens. Everyone's expecting the price to jump like crazy because of natural supply and demand. It's more scarce, so obviously the demand goes up. If the demand goes up and the supply is half, then obviously the price is going to pump up. So what happens is that historically, about 1 year after, at least since I've been in the market, the price shoots up. So I had told you, right, like a year ago, I was like, dude, the halvening is happening. I'm not expecting anything crazy until 2025. So now Trump wins. Elon is pro-crypto. Trump is pro-crypto. Trump literally just, he was the first president-elect to do a transaction in Bitcoin. I think he bought some burgers or something. Do you see anything on that? I think this happened over the weekend. And so since he won the election, because he's pro-crypto and the entire government is going to be, it's pretty much, the Republicans pretty much are going to have a lot of power. And so because he's pro-crypto, because Elon is pro crypto. Elon is talking about the Department of Government Efficiency Agency, which is literally spells out Doge, right? And Elon is the ultimate Doge shill. And so really, crypto is seeing a crazy rip. And for the first time in its history, it broke 70,000 and it just completely destroyed it. One of the things about trading and about stocks, crypto, just trading is when you have a certain price that a stock or a crypto hits over and over again and it's never able to get past it, every time it hits it, it gets a little weaker. That line, they call it the line of resistance. Mm-hmm. So this time when it broke 70,000, it's never been past that price. So all of a sudden it breaks that line of resistance and it has nothing stopping it. So it's gone from 70 to 90,000 now. And so far, there aren't really signs of slowing down. So the current market cap of Bitcoin is 1,737,252,000,000. 825,000. According to CoinMarketCap, Ethereum is at 397 billion in second place. Tether is number 3. Solana is 4. BNB is number 5. Wow, that's surprising. Dogecoin has surged. It's up 20% in the last 24 hours. It's at 50 billion. So Dogecoin has a lot of room to run, bro. If Dogecoin can get if Dogecoin 10x's from where it's at, it would be at $3.50 and it would be at a $500 billion market cap, which seems really doable. Of course, these are, crazy projections, but then again, $90,000 Bitcoin at one point seemed insane.
I mean, you were much more of a believer and early adopter than I was. I believe it. We just talked about how for a lot of people before us, the fastest way to acquire wealth was everything we've grown up listening to, right? And we do think that there is this cool through line where crypto could be our kind of 100x.
Crypto could be our generation's buy a house in California in Los Angeles in 1950.
Exactly. Like all those memes
this could be our breakthrough.
Where it's like old people dancing and talking about like they bought they bought a house for like a hamburger and stuff. Yeah. So that could be this
is our generation's big break.
Yeah, because for a few $1,000 you could technically have been a millionaire.
Bro, we could have done major anyone can do major damage in crypto, and you don't need that much to start, and it's worldwide. So you don't, like, one of the things about the US stock market is that if you live in a different country, it's hard to access it. You have to go through certain hoops, right, to be able to buy it. This is worldwide. It's pretty much democratized. I don't know how easily somebody in like a totally random country, I don't want to say random, but like a totally just different country. I don't know. I'm not able to think of a specific country right now, but I don't know how hard it would be to get some crypto in any country in the world. That would be actually really interesting.
That I'm gonna write that down.
Like how hard is it? Like what's the process to get crypto in every single country in the world? But basically, you can buy as much or as little as you want or you can afford. Right, so you don't have to buy an entire Bitcoin. Whatever amount you have, you can buy it, and you get fractions of the Bitcoin, or fractions of any other crypto. So Dogecoin.
This is an amazing video idea, dude. I love this.
You like it?
How
you get crypto in every part of the world?
How do you buy crypto in every part? And dude, you don't have to be there. We just awesome. Yeah. I love it. Okay, well, so I think before we touch on why this is important for us, let's just go into
why is this important?
Let's just go really quickly into 5 things. This is what Trump has supposedly promised, right? Crypto. This is why it's a huge pump too, right? I think that's important to note.
Yeah, so Trump is pro crypto. Trump is pro kind of
whether it was just to get votes, but here's what he said. He said he wants to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So he wants to stockpile a bunch of Bitcoin. It says approximately 210,000 Bitcoin according to Yahoo News and WSJ. and that would be held for at least 20 years and be used only to pay down debt, supposedly. Ooh. But some important analyst guy that I don't know his name said that the odds of that happening are like 10 to 1 or something.
10 to 1,
it's
dude.
like not gonna happen.
Well, the odds of Trump winning were 1,000 to 1.
So transforming the U.S. into a crypto hub, so he wants to help people that are mining so they don't go to China and a bunch of other things.
Trump is pro crypto. He's ultra pro crypto. It's something that he ran on, right? Because he got a lot of young male voters specifically to vote for him, and that's part of the appeal to young male voters.
Because the young, I think just a lot of younger male, female, whatever. What do you have? What do you own?
I hope it's more women.
Yeah. The point is
to get more women into crypto.
The point, Pepper. The point is, what do you own? You own nothing, but you probably have some crypto. So this was a huge thing for young voters that you're gonna want to vote because that's the only thing kind of going for you. So you want things that are going to help your investment, which is maybe your only investments. The other one is appointing a crypto-friendly advisory council. They want to establish some kind of a crypto Bitcoin to help regulations, guidelines. They want to help stabilize like certain coins and stuff like that, so it's safer. They want to replace SEC leadership. Damn. And they oppose central bank digital currencies.
So that's heavy. That's like heavy change, and I think Trump is he's pro crypto. Elon is pro crypto, because they're all about less government control, right? Like Trump and Elon are fundamentally all about less government control, smaller government, and so with them being in charge of the government, this leads to a very bullish environment for crypto with potentially less regulations. And this is a big part of why we're seeing this massive pump, right? So
and this is not legal advice, right?
This is not legal. Of course, this is not legal advice. We are not financial advisors.
Yeah,
we are not. I'm not an expert in any way, shape, or form.
This is it. Do not listen to any of this for trading advice. Or
we're just talking about the news and the numbers, right?
Yeah. Okay. So now why it's important?
We're not telling you to buy it or not buy it. So why is it important for us specifically as it relates to Airbnb and acquiring our Airbnb number 4, the beautiful number 4, right? So it is important because a key part of our strategy is you need a down payment to acquire a property, right? So the bigger the down payment we can give, the more options we have with the type of property and the value that we can buy it for,
and
or how much we can renovate, or what state, right? So the size of our down payment directly affects the type of property we can get. The more capital you have, the more you can do. The bigger, better, badder. So with this pump, what we are looking to do is use it to our advantage by exiting at a good moment, right? And using the extra funds that we are suddenly being presented with through this But pump.
I've been waiting.
It's been a long 4 years.
Yeah.
It's been a long 4 years. Let's just say that.
Yeah, and for me, what I'm trying to contribute, aside from you have some more. You actually have one that you want to hold, but mine I have Doge and Litecoin, which at this point Doge can maybe shoot up, and then Litecoin we think is not going to be a promising investment anymore. So I want to turn that back into. I'd rather get cash back and then put it as a down payment.
Yeah, Litecoin's looking pretty rough. It seems to just have been forgotten.
Yeah, because for record, I bought Litecoin at
Tron is
at
11.
I don't even remember what I bought it at, but my investment of $25K is currently $8,900 or something. Ooh. And then for Doge, my investment I bought it at multiple entry. I don't know what my dollar cost average would be, but I've invested a total of about $4,987. That one's sitting at like $9,000 right now.
That's crazy.
Since the morning. So I'm just hoping to get back to 25.
You know, Doge is my biggest winner of all time.
Yeah, I know, because you bought it at what? It was pennies? Or under pennies?
I bought, so in 2018, once the market went crazy and then it tanked, and it was my first experience with investing. It's really speculating, right? Like a wild speculation in anything. At the end of it, I didn't know what the heck had just happened in the last like 1 year, and I was like, I have $80 left. No,
That's crazy.
let me just buy some Dogecoin, right? No. Okay, I had $500, and I said, let me just buy 5 coins, $100 each.
That's
of
funny.
the random coins that I think like thug life, right? One of them was Dogecoin. I bought $80 of Dogecoin. I put it in a wallet.
And this got you what? Like 30-ish, 40,000.
I didn't even know. I didn't even remember I had it until the crazy Elon pump, right?
Well, that's when I told you, and you were like, "Oh, I think I have some," right? And then you
I
checked.
think I have some Dogecoin. Yeah. It was $70,000.
You see, this is my point about crypto, where if you are even in the slightest sense of the word discipline
in the game.
And a little bit,
you just got to be in the game. Bro.
Yes. So you go, okay, this isn't a serious thing. This is sort of gambling, but it's just like trading. Trading is almost gambling, but you have less downside.
It's kind of like angel investing in the sense that you're investing in very, very risky tech startups.
It's
the majority
it's
will
seed,
not.
It's a seed round.
It's a seed round. A decentralized global seed round.
My point
for an idea.
Well, my point with crypto is that it's frowned upon, and yes, there's a lot of scams. It's the Wild West, but you can do it very thoughtfully.
Yeah.
And you can really do something for yourself, right? With not that much capital, that's the beauty in this, that there's no other, is this an asset class? There's no other
it's an
asset class
property
that you can do that, where anybody working from part-time Uber driver, you work at McDonald's, you're a high school student, your parents just gave you a few $100 to, you have a normal job, a day job, right, 9 to 5, you could come out
$80
with life-changing money, right?
$80.
Yeah.
If you have $80, you could buy something, and in 4 years, have a lot more, right? But yeah, it's to me, it's a great equalizer. It's like just opportunity, but of course, it's really also, we got to say, it's very, very dangerous as well, because if you don't know, a lot of people have lost a lot.
Yeah, so much.
Right. So just as many people that have really gotten lucky and hit it. Like, to me, honestly, I think it's just the majority of it was just luck, right? But I thought that there was something there in the technology, and I was a big believer. I went down the rabbit hole.
Well, you did the smart play, which is, all right, let me buy the ones that these are winners, fundamentally. And then you did what any smart person would do when you're doing seed stuff, is let me take a sum of money and you just divvy it up, because the odds are something's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Let's just you spread it out. That's what Paul Graham did. The YC, right?
You have 10 choices.
Yeah, that's what they do. No, but there's this crazy.
A little bit of each.
I think the revenue per employee was like 10 million, or I don't know if it was 100. It was some crazy number, because
that's wild.
They're getting 5 to 7% of a company, giving them $50,000, and out of every year, 2-3 are billion-dollar companies. It's crazy.
That's awesome. I mean, yeah, it's a Wild West, but this is developing, and every time I look at my phone, I'm like, what is happening? Because it just keeps going up. So it's at 90,000.
Well, we saw this today in the morning at the gym. I was like,
it was 80,000 today in the morning, and I was like, oh my god! And then I look again 5 hours later, and it's 89,000. So 100,000.
I was gonna go to work.
I'm retiring. Watch me disappear from my 9 to 5 tomorrow. No, so basically, what do we wanna?
So let's wrap this
up. Say
up.
off of this. So
the point is, I think it's interesting to, as we develop this channel, we're going all in on Airbnb, but I think it's super awesome to highlight how you should be diversifying along the way. And so one great hedge for us could be crypto. And right now, here's a beautiful example of throwing out some spare change to random things that look promising, that you just have to try. You just have to try multiple things. And who would have thought this could be where a down payment would come from? But I think this is a great strategy in life. Is just you try a lot of things. Do not overextend, overspend. And sometimes, you have a small win, and it can really help you out towards your main goal.
And also the power of compounding. That's one of the things that, to me, I started buying. Literally, this was at a time when I was still going to school. I was working part-time with my dad, so I didn't have like a full-time job or full-time income, and I literally just had a couple $100, and my first purchase of Bitcoin was like it was $300, and I was like, oh my god, I just bought 300. That was like half of my savings, So over time though, if you just keep buying more and more and more, it starts accumulating, it starts compounding. Before you know it, you look at it and you're like, holy hell, that's crazy.
Well, would you say that's how you acquired some of the Bitcoin? Was it just small purchases and eventually like, oh, I have a full Bitcoin?
No, I mean,
because you sold Bitcoin throughout the course of years, right?
Not really. It was just the first time, and then after that, I just haven't touched it. But it was just starting early, just to acquire early. So that's what I think. That's why I think right now there's a thing in crypto called Altseason, and it's after Bitcoin pumps massively, the other coins start following, and the smaller the market cap, the higher the potential. So that's why like Ethereum is up a lot, but Doge has a lot of room to run, bro. I think Doge has a lot of room to run at 50 billion market cap. Yeah, it's at 35 cents. So I think it has a lot of room here, especially with Elon at the helm, bro. With Elon at the helm, Doge is in prime position. XRP has always had a lot of promise. Cardano's number 9. Shiba Inu, this has done really well for me in the past. SHIB, it's done tremendous for me. Tron, I'm a big fan of Tron. It's one of the most stable ones that I've ever seen in the crypto space. And then that's pretty much, those are the top 11.
Okay, so we have to wrap this up. Let's just end with this. So I just did a quick prompt on ChatGPT, and then I want you to touch on why you think
I'm out of coffee.
On why you think we should pull money out of crypto and actually get a house. So I asked, create a chart on risk of using $50K to buy Bitcoin or a house down payment on a $700K home.
Oh.
So it says investment growth potential. So buying Bitcoin high, Bitcoin's history of volatility, potential for rapid gains or losses, depends on market trends. Home, moderate to high, depending on housing market trends, historically stable growth, but often slower. So volatility, high for Bitcoin, low to moderate for real estate. Liquidity, high. Bitcoin can be bought or sold quickly on exchanges. Real estate, it's low. Real estate is long-term investment. Selling a house involves a lengthy process and lots of fees. Ownership cost. For Bitcoin, it's minimal, mostly exchange fees and taxes on gains if realized. For the home, it's high. Monthly mortgage payment, property tax, insurance, maintenance. Tax benefits, capital gains tax on profits, which is a great tax rate. That's for Bitcoin, no deductions for holding. For the home, there's mortgage, interest, and property taxes, which may be deductible, offering different tax benefits. You can also do dollar cost averaging. Leverage opportunity, limited, no loans typically available for crypto. For a house, it's high. Mortgage enables control of $700K asset with a $50K down, leveraging potential property appreciation. Time horizon, short to medium, potential gains for Bitcoin. And then for the home, it's long-term appreciation over time, more suitable for wealth building and stability.
Oh, yeah.
Risk of loss is high, potential to lose a full 50K if Bitcoin value drops, which but
I doubt it at this point, but it's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
The home, moderate property values can decline, but complete loss is unlikely unless foreclosures or hurricanes, right? Natural disasters.
Yeah.
Florida. And then utility, financial asset only. There's no underlying. People are gonna argue that, but Bitcoin technically, it's really just, will someone else buy it from you eventually, right?
Yeah, it has no intrinsic value in and of itself because it's this digital, ephemeral,
and
it's fairy dust.
And the home is a functional asset which provides housing, potential rent income, appreciation, tax savings.
So it almost seems like they're the two opposite ends of each spectrum. which is why I think it's a beautiful play to use both, to have both. So I'm very long and bullish on crypto, for the pros, and then the cons. To me, real estate balances it out. So I really see myself wanting to diversify away from crypto and acquire like a physical asset, because I want to get in on the leveraging of real estate. I want to get in on the cash flow. I see a real estate that has a lot of expenses, but you can actually have income on it, right? Through rental.
Yeah, and somebody can pay that down for you.
Exactly.
And then you can.
So you have you have expenses, but you can actually make income on it. It's a physical asset. It's most likely going to appreciate. Although this is something we can maybe touch on about technology, maybe making the house of
less.
cost of building houses so much less with robots and AI and 3D printing, that maybe it fundamentally breaks the entire shift, housing market. So that's
what I've always been worried.
But that's why we want to be hedged, right? So that no matter what happens, you're good. So we want to play both sides.
Sweet. Well, that's the pod.
That's the pod. Let's go. Bitcoin to 100K.
That was a perfect way to end it, dude. That was fucking awesome.